The Shawshank Redemption is not merely a story about prison. It is a parable of the human soul longing for freedom. Beneath its grim walls and cruel injustices lies one of the most profoundly Christian films ever made, one that speaks not through sermons, but through the quiet endurance of faith, hope, and grace. Andy Dufresne enters Shawshank prison as an innocent man, condemned for a crime he did not commit. In this, he becomes a Christ-like figure, bearing unjust punishment, yet transforming the darkness around him through patience and love. His calm integrity redeems the hopelessness of others, just as the light of Christ brings meaning to those in bondage. Through small acts of kindness, playing music over the loudspeakers, building a library, defending the weak, Andy turns suffering into service. In doing so, he reveals a truth that runs through the Gospels. Freedom is not merely the absence of chains, but the presence of hope. Red, Andy's friend and narrator, represents the ordinary soul learning to believe again. He begins as a cynic, a man resigned to despair. But through Andy's witness, Red discovers faith, not in himself, but in something transcendent. Hope is a good thing, Andy writes, maybe the best of things, and no good thing ever dies. That line, simple yet luminous, captures the essence of the Christian gospel. True hope endures because it is rooted in eternal life. Shawshank itself becomes a symbol of sin's captivity, the cold, confining world of guilt and brokenness. Yet grace seeps into its cracks, through friendship, beauty, and love unearned. When Andy escapes through the filth and emerges cleansed in the rain, the imagery is unmistakable. Baptism, resurrection, new creation. His journey from darkness to light mirrors the passage from death to life that every believer must take. And like many films that preach redemption, the Shawshank Redemption shows it lived out. It teaches that salvation does not come through vengeance or revolt, but through endurance, mercy, and trust in a justice beyond this world. It portrays faith not as naivety, but as defiance against despair, a light that refuses to be extinguished. Even the film's ending, with Red's pilgrimage to the ocean, evokes Revelation's vision of heaven, freedom, peace, and reunion beyond the veil of suffering. There, on the shores of Zihuatanejo, the weary and the righteous embrace, the old chains of guilt finally broken. In its heart, the Shawshank Redemption is a story about grace, the grace that transforms prisons into sanctuaries, sinners into saints, and despair into hope eternal. A near-perfect cinematic embodiment of faith, endurance, and resurrection. Without ever naming Christ, it lives his truth, that hope, born of love and sustained by grace, will always set the captive free.